Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to FTB Beyond here on the CreedCraft server. Thank you for joining me today and continuing to show you support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Well, I finished off the stuff I wanted to do around spawn, well, the cleaning up of spawn, and it's actually looking really quite nice now. I've tidied up the area, I've done a bit of building as well, as you'll see. So Nathan saw that I put a load of paps around here. Just trying to remember what you saw last. It was just empty grassland. So in the meantime, I put all these paps around to join up the bridge over there and to kind of encircle this Britannia build. And then Nathan went around and prettied it up a bit with these bushes, custom made trees and the flowers, and then I thought we'd better have some trees around the side of the paths as well. So I put trees around these paths here and leading up to the house up here. So there's a couple of things I want to do today. First of all, explain what this is. I built this because I want to have a building here basically, so I wanted to earmark this spot for a building of some kind. I don't actually know what it's going to be for yet, and inside it is just an empty floor basically at the moment. Got a door out this way as well, leads out to the path here, but I'm not too sure what's put in here yet. I was thinking maybe a kind of portal hub, so having all the portals inside here, but I'm not too sure. If you can think of anything that this building might be good for, then let me know and I'll put it to good use. I haven't showed you me making this for a couple of reasons really. I wanted to get my hand back in at building just off camera. It's been a long time since I played this game and I just wanted to get used to it again. But also this style of building, pretty much this exact style of building, is the style that I did in Hermit Pack. So if you want to see me building quite a few of these buildings in this style and playing around with the different options that you've got with this style, then go back and watch my Hermit Pack series and it's all in there. It is CreedCraft as well, so we do have some of the other CreedCraft members on there with some decent stuff on there. I really liked Hermit Pack, but we decided to join the Beyond hype when it came out. We were all looking forward to Beyond and we've had a lot of fun on here. Now this building here, I'm not too sure again what I'm going to be doing with this. It may be a fishery and have a little jetty outside the back here that comes out into the water, and this can be like a little fishery or something else maybe. Again, I just wanted to kind of earmark the floor space of the building in a nice interesting shape which kind of fit in with the landscape around here, but again I'm not fully sure what this is going to be. One of the reasons why I've done all these floor plans is that in the Hermitcraft series 4, where they had the Brown District, the shopping district, one of the things that I really liked was the kind of confining nature of the place. It seemed so much bigger because all the buildings were really close together. So as I walk through from my building here, which will eventually become Town Hall, as we come out of the Town Hall we head towards town this way or into kind of the other side of town this way. And as we come across the bridge, if I sprint over the bridge, you'll see we get this quite nice enclosed feel here. And once we get this building up as well, we'll have a kind of alleyway or street down here and little alleyways out. And then as we come through to the Britannia building, we're not fully sure how this is going to turn out yet. Nathan's trying to work out some kind of plan for this building, a nice kind of spacious plan, so I don't think it will just be this little plateau. It'll actually be a building in its own right. And I think we want to have a few different buildings in different styles all the way around here, so people can put their individual stake on it. This is my kind of individual stake because this is the building style that I use frequently in in Hermit Pack, and it's a style that I really enjoy building in as well. Kind of semi-medieval, and all of this is vanilla as well. So this can be made completely in vanilla, and it can be swapped out for modded blocks as well. I'm actually missing a thing from there, I just realised. So let's go for a spruce stair. And there we go. Are we missing anything else? Doesn't look like it. No, we're fine. Yeah. So today I want to do a couple of things really. First of all, I want to build this blacksmith. This is where the blacksmith's going to be. We're going to have a 7x7 blacksmith, or seared forge in the middle, Tinker's Forge, which will have the things around the edge, much like it was over here, a little bit smaller, and then we're going to build up the forge around it, kind of the building of the forge around the actual forge in the centre, the Tinker's Forge in the centre, and we're going to try and automate it today as well. So let me gather up a few materials and I'll be right back. So I've gathered up everything I think I'll need here. I've got a fair amount of stuff, and I thought on the way back we would put in some of these trees as well along the sides. So if we just put a few of these in on the way. I think I want one here. That's a big one. Don't really want the big ones, to be honest. So I'll take this down. And we'll try again. Typical. Third time lucky. There we go. Just shave it down a little bit. So I want to do these slightly custom trees so that they don't get in the way of the path too much. And I think I will just put these in and let them grow. And then if they need cutting back, then I can cut them back off camera. And try one there as well. They may be a bit close together. I can move them again if I need to, though. Anyway, the forge, that's what I wanted to do today. So put all this stuff back in, and we can get on with building this. So I'm going to need smeltery drains, the basins, controller. So the first layer is a 5x5, which goes into the floor. And then the smeltery controller will want to go here. And then around the edge of this we want the seared bricks. And two more here. And so now I can actually get my wand. And we can start building this up. How's that? One more? Yeah, I don't want it too much taller than that, because we've got some decoration to do on the top. And I think that will be fine. So we will want these seared gauges in, and I think they will go just here. Like that. So now we do actually have a working smeltery, but we can't actually get anything out of it. So I will want to take out this layer all the way around. and we can put in the smeltery drains. And I think I don't really, or do I want two on the front? I suppose we may as well. I don't want one here, I know that. And they are all in the correct way. Yes, they are. So now we can put the casting basins around the edge. And the taps. So I think for now that would be okay. I will want, actually no, because I want one more of these. And we want two tables actually. So we put that on that side, and then we can put tables out here. I'm going to leave these for drums in the corners, and we can actually put more drains in as well higher up to be able to put more drums in on the corners. So I think that's the actual smeltery itself working. So now we want to actually build up this around the edge. I've done a 19 by 19 around the edge of it. And I've got something planned for this which I think will come out pretty well. But I haven't really tried it. So it'd be interesting to see what happens here. So if this is the level we're going to, I will want to start here. And build this out. So this is going to be the kind of the roof level. Of the building. It's not very often I kind of do this kind of freestyle building on camera, so you may have to bear with me while I try and work stuff out, but hopefully it'll be okay. So there's that. So now we want to bring it down a level, and this will be the second, and it's going to basically bevel down like this until we get to the outside edge. I think I want this to be too wide, so it's not too steep of a gradient. Let's just sleep. And then of course the next one will be lower again, so let's build that out while we can. And how will this take us? This will be there, and then we will have one here as well. So that is actually fine. Yes, that's good. So I want it one hanging one over as well. So I'm going to put the rest of this roof in, and then I'll be right back. So now that the roof's in, it's looking a little bit strange for the moment, but I'm sure it'll all come together. Now we want to put in fact, I'm going to want to take these bits out because I do want an extra one on the side there, because we're going to be going more of a square design up here. So this will add an extra layer to the smeltery as well. And then I want to bring the smeltery in. Just like this, to actually create a decorative pattern on the top. So I'm going to want some stairs as well. Not sure how many I'm going to need. Probably more than 16 actually. Let's get a load. You can see we're bringing the size of the chimney in here, and again to actually make it a 3x3. I can bring that up a bit. Yeah, it's looking proportional. Maybe one more, and then we want to bring this back out again to be a 5x5. So I'm going to need more of these like that. Always underestimate how many stairs you need. And then I think, do we want one more layer of 5x5 on the top? Let's have a look at that. Looks a little bit strange there, so I think instead of these I'll use stairs, and that'll bevel the edge a bit. It'll make it look less kind of harsh on the top, less flat. And then in here I want to just bevel this bit down as well. So now we do actually have access down into the smeltery floor itself. And I think, why not? Let's actually make this look nice inside as well. There's plenty of room in this smeltery, so we don't really need to worry about the kind of size of it. It's going to be more than enough for anybody who wants to use it. Just to make it look nice inside as well. Yep. I like that. That looks good. And it could come down just slightly, but I think that's going to be okay. So now we want to put the kind of the corner columns in, And for this, I think I'm going to use oak logs. And get rid of a lot of this smeltery stuff now as well. I'm not going to go for exactly the same style as this, but I do want something kind of in that vague area. It's actually quite nice, it comes out on top there. I can do something with that. And I want to pull these across, all the way across. Take out this corner, put some up there. And over here as well. And this one. So now the central, or kind of the corner columns are in. You kind of get an idea about what it will look like. I also want a center column, so that'll be just here. But that's not going to go up and through, that's just going to stay like that. So this I want pulled all the way along as well. And this one. And over here. And then the central columns. And the final one. So that's nearly, apart from decoration, the finished product. Let's take all the cobblestone out. And so for the decoration, I've got this path that comes up here. I think I want most of this area inside here to be path blocks, because I do like the design of the path blocks, and they will kind of show off the area as a kind of well-trodden area. So if I grab any old shovel, the only shovel I've been trying not to use for the path building so far has been my Silk Touch shovel. Because I want to try and keep that. So if we bring this around both sides, and then in, and then just essentially just go crazy in here. There we go. Now we at least have a working manual forge. So we come up from the kind of little community house here into here. Might actually put some more dark oak there. Just to cover these little bits. Or does that look any good? No. We'll just keep it as... What I could do is put more just around the edge here, which I may do. Yeah, let's have a look what it looks like. don't have much seared bricks left. Have many seared bricks left, so I'm going to have to make some more. See how we get on with 48. So now, I want one there, that one there, that one there, and that one there, yeah. And then that one goes there. Yes, that'll be perfect. Looks like I should have enough. Yep. These final little bits in there. Yeah. That kind of settles into the building a bit more and pulls it up to the same size as it is on the top. So that's good. Right, so how are we going to automate this? There's a couple of ways that I've done in the past which have been fairly effective, but there's some specific things I do want to automate with this. Definitely getting liquids in and taking liquids out, being able to fill all of these basins up at once, and if we can, being able to swap some of these out for tables automatically. But I think the 2 tables is usually okay for just having the 2. We're going to need the chests, we're going to need an anvil, we're going to need all that kind of stuff in here as well. So let's gather up some of that and see what we can do. So I've spent a while working out how to actually automate this, and I've come to a bit of a realisation that this is much more of an aesthetic build than it is a functional build. And I've done this for contrast here. This is more or less what it would have to look like, something along this level, to be able to fully automate this forge. And it would require a lot more redstone as well. Now we can do our best to try and hide most of this redstone and most of these cables. We can kind of build this up more, but it would mean adding a lot more to this build, and it wouldn't be just a kind of manual and functional build. It would be a kind of super complicated, fully automated, put something in here, click a button and everything else comes out here, and we could swap in barrels and stuff and drums and all sorts. Now we could do that, but I prefer this side to this side, and so I think this is going to be left as a much more functional, well, a much more kind of aesthetic build than a fully functional build. The furnace works exactly as you'd expect, and I have actually added in an input chest here and an output chest here, and then this is all of the casts. So I'll put in the ingot casts into here and here because that's the 2 that are most commonly used. And then if we head in down below, which if you come into this building here, open up the trapdoor and head down, just in front of us we have the room here. I've used conduit facades painted with brownstone to give a nice contrast with path blocks above, and you can see I've got in a fair amount of cabling here, working out the basic infrastructure for a much more automated build. But we could really go to town down here, but I don't think it is worth it for now, having seen what it looks like above and all the infrastructure we would need above to make a fully automated build. However, this just shows you the kind of the input here, the output on here. They're on different channels going into the smeltery controller, which is just there, on one channel going in from here, and then all of these are set on another channel to go out into here. So what you can do is place a load of ore into this barrel here. So let's see, what do we have ore wise? We can do some silver. Let's go back up above and you'll be able to see what small amount of automation there is in action. So if we come to here, we can put in a load of silver ore and we can watch that disappearing. That goes into here. Okay, yes, it would be easy enough just to drag it in from here, but this means you can just dump all of your inventory into this box and it will work its way through. And then of course nothing coming out in here at the moment. I've been testing this out with some iron, which I need to put a little bit more in because we do have some spare there. So I don't really mind wasting that. You can see the contrast now with the brownstone and the path blocks. And so now the level of automation is only in the input and output, so we would actually have to start this going ourselves. But as soon as these fill up, and work the way through, how much more do we have in here? We have still got 9 blocks, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and was it 2 ingots? You can see all these have disappeared out of here now. These are cooling, these are filling, these have already gone. So now you can see we are starting to come in, silver blocks and silver ingots. Very much as you would expect. And there it is done. So yes, there is still a bit of running around, but this whole area isn't about full automation. I mean, the Britannia is, I suppose, but something as simple as a smeltery doesn't need to be fully automated like that. And just pull these out and put them back into A2. So I suppose the last thing that I want for this build is 2 more things. And they're both up the top here. First of all, I want a mega torch somewhere in here, which will be fine there. And the second thing is this smoker from Railcraft, and this emits smoke particles. So we can put this into the chimney there. It would be nice if the light shone through it, but it doesn't seem to. But that gives us a nice smoke effect which rises up into the sky from the smokery, or from the forge, from the smeltery. So I think that is everything I want to do, at least for now, with the smeltery. Now there is one more final thing. No smeltery or no blacksmith would be complete without an anvil. So that's it. That is the blacksmith complete. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this video, please like, comment and subscribe on the video into the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.